hope you'll tolerate it. Usually, I like to go outside in the backyard. I like to go to the Star and do our work there. But I'm going to do it here because I did promise that we would give away the Dez Hoodie now, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're also going to talk about how the Cowboys' schedule just got super difficult. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. We're less than 2 weeks now, of course, away from the Super Bowl, a game that, an event that your Dallas Cowboys haven't been in for a quarter of a century. I recognize the frustration on your part. I recognize the frustration on Mr. Jones's part, even though so many people blame him directly for the Cowboys' inability to get up and over that particular hump. It's going to be tougher in 2021. Now, you get your 6-10 schedule, and so there's the benefit of that. Biggest benefit, obviously, of the 6-10, because at least you know the draft has some predictability to it. We're going to be in the number 10 slot, and by the way, like a blanket, we'll have you covered on what the Cowboys are going to do in this draft, as we have now for 31 years covering the Dallas Cowboys here in DFW. Not here on this channel. This hasn't been 31 years. This has been just a few months, and we have 20,000 of us who hang out. We are now putting together an exclusive content channel. We are now putting together a fish sports store. So if that's your thing, and I guess it is, look, fish out. We'll have exclusive shirts and stuff, and we'll have fish out stuff. So many of you have said, man, I'd wear that shirt. So we're going to get that to you. We'll get that set up in the store here very shortly. Thanks to Law Nation for trying to help me push buttons here. Super tough in 2021. Now, I don't know who all the team's quarterbacks are going to be. We might have to do a visit here. Quarterback musical chairs. As I told you earlier, I think Aaron Rodgers is staying in Green Bay, and you know my view on Dak Prescott. There's just no reason to not look at Dak Prescott and say, oh, is he perfect? No. Is he right behind the guys who are virtually perfect? Yes. Is he perfect for this team at this time? I believe that's true. But what's not perfect is the schedule, and here's the super part that just got tougher. You already knew who the Cowboys were going to have on their schedule, obviously, when it comes to the NFC East. You got your Washington twice, you got your Giants twice, you got your hated Eagles twice. You also know that you've got your setup combinations of the other conferences and stuff. In fact, let me just give you the games. Man, I hope, you know, and I obviously got the chance to go to work all the home games at AT&T Stadium. The team would have allowed me to go on the road, but not on the team plane like usual, not necessarily with the team in the hotel, not on the bus. And, you know, we made plans to do some of those things. Then by the time we finalized our plans to go to New York for week 17, which I had planned on, the city was basically shut down. So my wife shut that down, frankly. When we did go to the Minnesota game. So we were in attendance for 9 of the Cowboys' 16. You might joke, well, you know, those other ones, you didn't miss much. And I get the joke. But hopefully next year, we'll have some level of relief in terms of health issues in the country and on the planet. And we'll see. You know, obviously we'll be at training camp. If it's in Frisco, it's right there, right across the street. And if it's in Oxnard, we'll be there too. All the OTAs and all that stuff will be there. And then hopefully we're on the bus, on the plane, in the hotel, in the press box, in the locker room, on the field, like we have been covering the NFL for 40 years, covering your Cowboys for 31. Home games at AT&T Stadium coming up. Washington, the Giants, the Eagles, Broncos, who are trying to solve their quarterback dilemma. Arizona Cardinals, here they come again. That kid from Allen, scary. Atlanta Falcons, they'll have new leadership, new coach. I think they'll have the same quarterback. in Matt Ryan. Carolina Panthers. They got Teddy Bridgewater issues, don't they? And the Las Vegas Raiders will come to town. Away games. Washington Giants, Philadelphia. Chargers away. Once again, I assume that especially if there's fans allowed, Jerry will say, we'd like to do that Chargers game, please, week 1, since I helped build that stadium. New Orleans Saints away. Again, in a non-COVID time, that what a great pile everybody into the van in Dallas. So let's go to New Orleans. I don't think I ever took for granted the fun of my job. I think I woke up every morning and said, thank goodness that I didn't go out another direction. You know, I come from a family of plumbers and stuff. My dad owned a big plumbing outfit in Greeley, Colorado. And my brothers went into that kind of line of work, which is great. I love them. I love it, but I like this better. So I don't take it for granted. And I don't take for granted how fun it is to go to New Orleans if you're from Dallas, and hopefully we'll get to do that again. Maybe we'll do it together. And then away to Minnesota, the Vikings. So we got John Elway's Broncos. We got the Vikings, where of course I grew up. So I will definitely go on that trip, as we did this past year. But then here's the two that make this tough. And by the way, the Dez Hoodie announcement coming momentarily. Marcia has drawn the name alphabetically, an alphabetical out of a hat. She's got a system. Away games: Washington Giants, Eagles, Saints, Vikings, Chargers, Tampa Bay, and Kansas City. Now, first of all, is Tampa Bay a tough place to play? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Kansas City is a tough place to play, especially if there's fans in the building. Needless to say, maybe that's the number one reason. Kansas City is also tough because they're, as we sit here right now, the defending Super Bowl champions. They might be the two-time defending Super Bowl champions, might be the best team in football, and they roll. The COVID thing did not impact them negatively at all relative to the rest of the league. They just kept doing the same thing they already do. I think they'll do that in the Super Bowl too. Tom Brady's Bucks, this is why they get so much credit, Bruce Arians and the whole organization. They changed a lot of things, including the face of the franchise, and like that, almost like that, were really good. And now here they go to the Super Bowl. So, I'd be interested in your comments, because this is my thinking on it. Before, you're like, oh yeah, when this schedule came out a month ago, you're like, oh yeah, that's, this and that, that's tough. Now you're playing two teams that are going to have Super Bowl level confidence against you. You're going to be playing the defending Super Bowl champions. That's going to add some cachet to the game, obviously, but I think it also might add some psychological muscle to the team you're going against. And I think generally, I believe, that will go for the team that loses too. So you were already going to play the Chiefs. You were already going to play Tampa. You were already going to play in Kansas City and at Tampa. But now you're going to be playing Super Bowl Chiefs, Super Bowl Buccaneers. That made the schedule a little more difficult, a little more super, if you will. Ready? Dez Hoodie. We've talked about this for a couple months. I didn't know how long it would take us to get to 20,000 subscribers, 20,000 of you. Again, we will have an exclusive edition of what we do here shortly. We should have merch coming up shortly as well. But a guy that doesn't have to buy a t-shirt, because he's getting the Dez Bryant hoodie. Thanks, Dez, by the way, for sliding us some goodies in the form of a hoodie. That's Mike Fisher letterhead. Believe me, I didn't do this myself. That's another Marshall production. There's your winner, Sheldon Paris. Sheldon Paris is your winner. Thank you, Sheldon. And thank you to, it looks like there's 500 of you that made comments below saying, give me that hoodie. You know what? We'll have some more stuff. We'll also have some Maverick stuff. Somewhere in the prize closet, There's Muhammad Ali, by the way. Oh, and there's the late Hank Aaron. Somewhere in the prize closet, there's Montana, Adrian Peterson, Elway, and Barry Sanders. There's the prize closet. Well, where is it? There it is. I think I have a Dirk Nowitzki G League jersey. And I can't remember how I got it, but I'm thinking they might have only made one of those. And so we'll have hoodies and goodies. Congratulations to Sheldon Paris. Sheldon, put a comment with your comment where you say, I want that, where you already said, Fish, I want that Dez hoodie. Now add a comment to it saying, I got that Dez hoodie or whatever. And give me your email address, put your email address in there or something. And then let's get hooked up and let's go. Thank you so much. Good night. I'm exhausted. Aren't you? And we'll talk tomorrow. Fish, out.